Listen carefully and take notes so you can answer the Q&A. This will ultimately help you get a better IELTS and TOEFL score.
Flying cars versus traditional cars. People have long wondered whether flying cars would someday get us from place to place. While the idea of a flying car may sound ludicrous to most people, it isn't as far-fetched as it may seem. In fact, one company now has a current production line of flying cars that have marked similarities and differences with traditional cars. The Transition, a rotatable aircraft made by a company called Terrafugia, shares many conventional features of a typical car, having, for example, the ability to drive on roads just like any ordinary automobile. When on the road, the Transition is front-wheel drive, meaning that the front wheels propel the vehicle forward in the same fashion as most cars today operate. Whereas traditional cars have trunks to store things, the Transition has a functionally similar cargo hold for storage. Finally, when driving on land, the Transition gets about 30 miles to the gallon, which is akin to the gas mileage of many mid-sized vehicles. Though the Transition shares many characteristics with cars, it is also quite different, with the most obvious difference being the fact that this rotatable aircraft has wings, which fold up when the car is on the ground and fold down when they are needed for flying. Additionally, whereas only a driver's license is required to drive a car, special training and a specific license are required to fly the Transition. While the majority of cars today, with the exception of some sports cars, seat at least 4 people, the Transition can only accommodate 2. The Transition is also exorbitantly priced, compared to a typical car, with a base price of around $200,000. Finally, the Transition comes with an optional full vehicle parachute, something you won't find offered, or needed, in your typical Hyundai. While flying cars may seem completely different from traditional vehicles, the two types of transportation share many similarities as well.
Now that we've finished watching the video, read the questions and answer them within the given time. Let's start. The answer is C. It's not true that the Transition has a car trunk. The answer is A. Distinctive. Ordinary is the opposite of distinctive. The answer is E. Additionally. Additionally, whereas only a driver's license is required to drive a car, special training and a specific license are required to fly the Transition. The main idea of the article are the similarities and differences of flying cars and typical cars. Did you get the same? How did you do? That was our Unit Level 10 Unit 1. Our aim for Level 10 takers is to get an IELTS score of 6 or a TOEFL score of 80. With continuous lessons with us, we can achieve an IELTS score of 7 or a TOEFL score of 105. Book a lesson with us through our website or our Facebook page in the description box below. See you there.